to find. That special day.
Hey everybody and a half, it's me, your boy, Caleb, and today I'm not releasing my James Gunn controversy video as planned. That'll have to come tomorrow, because yesterday, shit went down. In the aftermath of my super chill DataDigger video, I may or may not have riled up a load of people and possibly even fueled the fire that led to DataDigger's demise, because, to put it plainly, she had a tantrum and then nuked her Discord server, which was, on its own, without her, a full community, and she f***ing nuked it. I've received messages from just shy of 30 people who are from her Discord. I have received screenshots of incriminating evidence against her, and I was also present in the Discord server right before its death. Now, this video will essentially serve as my version of the rise and fall of YandereDataDigger, except pretty much without the rise part. So, DataDigger, the 17-year-old girl who's actually 14 or 15 according to the moderators of her Discord server. The girl who's so unbelievably hypocritical, even her own fanbase turned against her. It all started with some screenshots resurfacing, featuring DataDigger being homophobic, offensive, and just awful in general.
Lamau.
They're a bunch of mouth-breathing neckbeards who think LMAO is how French people laugh.
That's so Lamau.
You're so stupid for being an LGBT person. That's why their community is a joke.
See, this is what came back to bite her later on. She should know. Never mess with the LGBT community. That never turns out well, and plus you just look like a shitty person for doing so. She then links a video that talks about how
gay people can change their orientation.
So let's check this video out and inspect its content, whatever. Would you look at that? The YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated due to multiple third-party notifications of copyright infringement. Well, I'm glad to hear DataDigger gets her scientific information from a trustworthy source. So after she links this dumb video, she gets this response.
I'm so glad you pulled up a shady video to prove my existence wrong. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
And DataDigger is a hypocrite, as usual.
Try acting civil without insulting me.
DataDigger, you literally just said...
You're so stupid for being an LGBT person.
You know that one stupid Guardians of the Galaxy game that Telltale made a while back? Well, in the beginning of that game, Thanos says...
You speak like a petulant child.
And that pretty much sums up DataDigger in a nutshell. A petulant f***ing child who needs to grow the hell up.
Are you f***ing educated beyond middle school science, you Neanderthal? At YandereDataDigger.
Well, considering she's apparently like 14, then no, because if my math is right, then she's only in 8th grade, and since school starts soon, it's more like 9th grade. So she literally does only have a middle school education, so I mean, you're not wrong here.
Hey Caleb, if she's only in 9th grade, why are you attacking her?
Well, I'm not attacking her, I'm just providing facts. Plus, she claims to be 17, so if she wants us to think she's 17, I'll treat her like she's 17.
Hey Caleb, 17-year-olds are still minors.
Well, shut the f*** up, imaginary voice. You want some more juicy screenshots? No? Well, too bad.
Post, nudes, or banned.
A joke, yes. But if YandereDev jokingly slurping at girls makes him a pedophile and a horrible person in DataDigger's eyes, then this should be no different. A while back, she banned use of racial slurs, which isn't a problem on its own. In fact, it's a good thing. However, she refused to ban homophobic slurs. Adamantly refused. She essentially says here that she's only banning words that make her feel uncomfortable, as her ego is apparently all that matters in her community. She has no empathy for the feeling of others, and thus her tantrum began. Now to clarify, her tantrum yesterday and her tantrum a few months ago are two separate tantrums. I'm currently talking about her tantrum from a few months ago. I'll get to the recent tantrum in a little bit.
Getting upset over homophobia is pathetic.
Oof.
No, DataDigger. You're just being close-minded. You can't choose who you are attracted to.
This is a fact. I've met several members of the LGBT community who desperately didn't want to have feelings for someone of the same gender. Their parents were fully against it, and so were a lot of their friends. They wanted so badly to be attracted to the opposite gender, but they couldn't. You don't choose to be gay, that's moronic, and you're an idiot if you think that.
Yes, you can. You choose it, not me. You went stubborn and chose that sexuality.
You're an idiot.
You can choose to act upon it.
See, again, this is true. I have another gay friend who is fully gay, but simply doesn't act on it.
Because somebody calls you a dude, grow up. You're being pathetic right now.
Yep, being called homophobic slurs and getting offended is apparently pathetic. Oh, and DataDigger, I know you have trouble detecting sarcasm, so let me make sure you understand that. That was me being sarcastic. You're a fucking idiot. I feel like I'm getting a little political here, and that's not my intent, so let's move on. Here's a screenshot of DataDigger's epic response to criticism. Oof. Here's another screenshot further proving that no matter what, she can never accept that she's wrong about anything. For example, look at her in my comment section. She goes through this whole thing about how Dev never changed the stolen grass asset. Except that he did. 2 years ago. And for some odd reason, she refused to admit that she was wrong. Despite literally everybody else knowing the truth. Like, see, look here. Old grass. New grass. There's also this message.
Yeah, it's because I'm data digging Osana's ass like it's a Friday night, oh yeah.
I don't really know what the context was here, but, great, just, yeah, it's 10 out of 10. Flash forward to yesterday. These screenshots resurface. People get pissed. DataDigger throws a tantrum. Don't have screenshots of a lot of this since she nuked the server, but ask anybody who was in the server at the time, this is all accurate. So she denied these screenshots adamantly, claiming they were doctored and that they were edited with Inspector. She had almost convinced people, until, they actually checked and discovered it was absolutely real. She kept complaining they were faked until shit broke loose. Then she finally admitted that they were real, followed by a shitload of excuses that nobody gives about. Now, a large majority of people here began to explain to her why she was handling this situation extremely poorly, myself included, and she pulled a Sims 4 and leveled up her hypocrisy skill. She starts banning anyone who says anything remotely critical. I say exposed and insta-ban. So now, the person who has gone on record claiming that YandereDev is a horrible person for banning people who criticize him in his Discord, is banning people who criticize her in her Discord. Thus, by your own logic, DataDigger, you are a horrible person. Again, your words, not mine. So now, all hell breaks loose, and people start leaving the server, including moderators. DataDigger is throwing a massive tantrum, and she nukes the entire f***ing server, destroying the entire community.
And after DataDigger shot herself in the foot, her community left her for a Bible study. Although, to be fair, after all that gore stuff she was talking about, I think a Bible study is a good cleansing of all that.
Well done, DataDigger. Well done. However, before I close out this video, there's one more point I'd like to address. In my last video on DataDigger, I noticed that she had bookmarked the site All the Gore. Best Gore. I took a look and was disgusted, blurted out, and vaguely mentioned that there was both gore and porn on there. So I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail about my findings regarding that site and DataDigger's obsession with it. She claimed numerous times in my comment section that the site has absolutely no porn on it. So let me elaborate. The focus of the site is not porn, but there is still porn. I've visited the website numerous times since my initial video to confirm all of this, and I'll be honest, I can't stay on the site for more than a minute because of how f***ing disturbing it is. In terms of actually uploading pornographic content, there's photos of men and women with mutilated genitals. Also photos of men with their genitals superglued to a tree. And the very pornographic stuff, it's all the ads on the site. The ads are literally just pornographic GIFs or GIFs, however you pronounce that. That still counts as the site containing porn. And in terms of gore, it's disturbing. There's videos of people killing themselves. There's images of a man who was crushed to death by a tree. Oh, and don't forget the dozens of close-up videos of ISIS beheadings, because of course DataDigger would want to see that. And actually, DataDigger actually talked about this site a few times in her Discord server. First, she said something along the lines of,
Thanks to that site, I gotta see a full autopsy.
and while she claimed at one point that she doesn't visit the site very often, there are two pieces of evidence to disprove this. First of all, she bookmarked it. You don't bookmark something unless you access it often enough to want a shortcut. And second of all, a couple days ago, Captain Beanie and I were in a voice chat, and we were talking about DataDigger and all of her dumb shit. So I checked the site to clarify that it was just as disturbing as I had previously thought, and the site was down for maintenance. But then, in the Discord, DataDigger began whining about how the site was down. Yeah, after just stating 20 minutes earlier that she doesn't access the site often, she's already whining about it being taken down. The site went back up shortly thereafter, and she talked about all the gore, best girl, like a fangirl discussing her favorite f***ing band. It was sickening. DataDigger is sickening. The US government should track down all the people who access that site regularly and specifically keep watch over them because they are all dangerous to humanity, in my honest opinion. But, yeah, that was an interesting note to end on. DataDigger, you have f***ed yourself over. You do all the things that you ran at Dev for doing, and you're just a disgrace to the people out there who have actual valid criticisms regarding Dev.
Skeletons is best girl. Sailor is best husbando. Yes you can. Alright, I mean I've never done ASMR before, but let's go for it. Ray's best mod. But overall, I'd like to shout out the Yandere Simulator Uncensored server. Because, you know, before, we had YandereDataDigger's server, which was also called Yandere Simulator Uncensored. But she basically ruled over it like a tyrant, banned people she wanted to, whined a lot, was just an awful leader. So if any of you are, you know, against Yandere Dev or whatever, go to Yandere Simulator Uncensored and you can talk about your opinions there. And let's just say that without DataDigger, the Discord should be slightly less cancerous.
Now guys, Captain Beanie, he's got a video about YandereDataDigger. What? Yeah, that's right. And I actually make a small appearance, wink wink, nudge nudge, and you should check it out. Now it's time for the hate comments to roll in. So,
Leave a like on the video if you did indeed like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you already are subscribed, then grope that notification bell to be notified of all of our wonderful videos. Shout out to Bread and Butter Gaming, you're an angelic being, and as always,
thanks for watching.